11 types of milk, and their nutritional implications. Hello and welcome to my channel. Milk is the creamy whitish liquid, produced from the mammary glands of female mammals, that is colostrum-free. Milk is one of the most valuable foods, containing practically all food substances. Milk is a supplement to other foods in the diet, and it helps to prevent the occurrence of certain dietary deficiencies. Milk and milk products supply almost 1/3 of the world's intake of animal protein. Milk can be obtained from cows, goats, sheep, dogs, monkeys, and horses. However, the milk produced by the cow is the commonest, and the one most commonly consumed by man. The cow provides over 90% of the total milk supply used for food. In Nigeria, the cow is acknowledged as the only dairy animal. Nutritional properties of milk. The exact component of raw milk varies by species, but it contains significant amounts of saturated fat, protein, and calcium as well as vitamin C. The carbohydrate in milk is called lactose. During processing in the industries, milk is blended, and its fat content controlled. The minimum standard for the fat content of whole milk in many countries is 3.25%. The yellowish color of milk fat is due to the carotenoids that it contains. Milk is an excellent source of high-quality protein, rich in all the essential amino acids, and the major protein in milk is casein. The second most important protein in milk is albumin, and the third is globulin. Whole milk is rich in vitamins, both fat-soluble and water-soluble vitamins. Vitamin A is found in highest quantity, while vitamins D, E, and K are present in small amounts. Milk is also a good source of riboflavin, which is responsible for the greenish-yellow color of the whey of milk. Milk is rich in vitamin B12. Furthermore, milk is a good source of essential minerals like calcium and phosphorus, but it is low in iron. Types of milk. Whole fresh milk. Whole fresh milk is the milk obtained directly from the cow, where none of the nutrients has been removed. It is the most nutritious of all the types of milk. This milk can, however, be subjected to other industrial processes, so as to preserve and store it. For instance, it can be pasteurized. This means subjecting the milk to heat for a short time, about 30 minutes at a temperature below 100 degrees Celsius, to kill all the harmful bacteria present in the milk. Whole fresh milk can also be homogenized, by passing the milk through a very tiny nozzle in a special piece of equipment, known as a homogenizer, in order to mix the milk properly, and obtain a homogeneous fluid, and break down the fat particles present in the milk into very minute particles. Whole fresh milk can also be subjected to a more severe heat treatment in a process known as sterilization, in order to destroy all the microorganisms present in the milk. Whole fluid milk. Whole fluid milk is whole fresh milk that is pasteurized and homogenized, so that its fat globules are broken to the extent that there is no separation of fat from the milk serum after storage. The minimum fat standard is 3.25%, with non-fat milk solids content of 8.25%. Skim milk. Skim milk simply means fresh whole milk that contains almost no fat. Skim milk contains less than 0.5% milk fat. It is an excellent source of protein, calcium, and B vitamins. It has lower energy value than the whole fresh milk. Low-fat milk. Low-fat milk is fresh pasteurized fluid milk, having a fat content of 2% instead of the usual 3.25%. Both low-fat and skim milk are popular among people who are concerned with the amount of cholesterol and calories in their diet. Chocolate milk. Chocolate milk is whole fluid milk, with added chocolate and sweetener. However, if the chocolate and sweetener are added to skim milk, or low-fat milk, the product is referred to as chocolate drink, because it does not meet the milk fat standards for whole milk. Evaporated milk. Evaporated milk is whole fresh milk, from which about 60% of the water content has been removed. This water reduction is achieved by heating the milk in a vacuum. It is the most widely used form of concentrated milk. Raw milk is clarified, concentrated, fortified with vitamin D, homogenized, filled into cans, and sterilized at 115 to 118 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, and cooled. Evaporated milk must contain not less than 7.5% milk fat, and not less than 25.5% total milk solids. It may contain added stabilizers, such as sodium citrate, carrageenan, disodium phosphate, and calcium chloride. Dry whole milk. Dry whole milk is whole fresh milk, from which about 95% of the water has been removed. The milk is preheated, concentrated in vacuum pans, and dried either by spraying into a chamber of heated air, or on a slowly revolving heated drum. Spray-dried products are fine and powdery and are generally preferred to roller-dried solids, because they are easily dissolved when used in water. Skim milk powder. Skim milk powder is also known as non-fat dry milk. It is skim milk from which over 90% of the water content has been removed. Skim milk powder contains not more than 1.55% fat. It is spray-dried to a moisture content not more than 5%. This treatment retains the flavor of the milk, better than the more severe heat treatment of roller drying. Most retail non-fat dry milk is processed so that it has a light granular, almost porous texture, and dissolves readily in water. This quick rehydrating characteristics of the instant milk solids is the result of a second drying step that imparts a porous sponge-like structure to the particles. This can be achieved either by wetting and redrying spray-dried milk, or by direct spray drying in an apparatus designed to dry and agglomerate the milk at the same time. Condensed milk. Condensed milk is evaporated milk, to which a safe and suitable nutritive sweetener, usually sugar, has been added. It is pasteurized and may be homogenized. The finished product contains not less than 8.5% milk fat and 25% total milk solids. The quantity of sugar added is sufficient to prevent spoilage, usually 43 to 45%. Sweetened condensed milk is used for bakery products, frozen desserts, and candies. It is usually sweeter and thicker than evaporated milk. Because of the very high sugar content, it can keep longer than evaporated milk. However, unlike evaporated milk, condensed milk is not sterilized before canning. Condensed dry milk. Condensed dry milk is condensed milk, with over 95% of the water content removed. Filled milk. Filled milk is the milk produced by the combination of skim milk and vegetable fat such as coconut oil, or other vegetable oil. The milk is then homogenized, and the water evaporated until the concentration is similar to that of evaporated milk. Its rate of acceptance is limited. Nutritional implications of the different types of milk. In choosing a particular milk type, knowledge is required. It is important that the individual in question knows his health or weight status, nutritional properties of the milk to be purchased, and reasons for purchasing the milk. People with fibroids or tumors are advised to avoid milk and milk products completely. This is because milk is protein-dense, and therefore helps the fibroids to multiply uncontrollably. Overweight persons, weight-conscious people, or those that are obese, should avoid whole fresh milk, whole fluid milk, dry whole milk, condensed milk, chocolate milk, and condensed dry milk. This is because of their high calorie content. However, weight-conscious people, overweight persons, and the obese can consume skim milk, low-fat milk, and skim milk powder because their fat content is drastically reduced. Furthermore, filled milk is also good for these class of people, because of the replacement of animal fat with vegetable fat in filled milk. Vegetable fat generally has less cholesterol and calories than animal fat. For the underweight, chocolate milk, whole fresh milk, whole fluid milk, dry whole milk, condensed milk, and condensed dry milk is the best for them. The high calorie content will help them to put on weight speedily. People with lactose intolerance should avoid milk completely. Their body system is allergic to milk. Most times when such people consume milk, they will fall sick, and start vomiting. Invalids and convalescents are strongly advised to take more of chocolate milk, and condensed dry milk. This is because the added chocolate and sweeteners in these milks greatly improves their nutritional value, and the invalids and convalescents needs the added nutrients to fully get back on their feet. Also, most invalids and convalescents lack appetite, so the sweetness of the chocolate milk, and condensed dry milk will help to stimulate their appetite. It is better to chill these milk types before serving them to the invalids and convalescents. For ladies, please, if you are menstruating, avoid milk and milk products such as yogurt and cheese completely. Milk can increase your menstrual flow exceedingly and completely change your menstrual cycle. Remember that milk is nutrient dense. Are you a lover of milk? Which milk type is your favorite? Please share your milk experiences with us in the comment section. That's my video for today. Thanks for watching, and continue feeding healthily.